So I've gotten an email from one of you talking about an issue that is very common for each and every Source player. Obviously, this person can recognize the problem in themselves, where many Source players might not. And I'm going to talk about it in this video. But before I do that, I'm going to just tell a story. And it is the story of Johnny and his friends that created a game of life, just like this one. And they all entered the game as Source, fully awakened, fully empowered, and they stayed like that. They didn't give in to the Matrix. They knew better. They really knew. They had all of their powers, their full Source self-connection, and they were able to experience all of their creative abilities. Of course, this is a hypothetical scenario. And as time went on, they never gave in to the Matrix. They never fell asleep. It wasn't really even possible. And essentially that is what we are experiencing now. Only of course it isn't. But it could be. You see, the biggest problem we are experiencing is that we are giving in to things. We are choosing to believe things. We are choosing to fool ourselves. And whatever we choose to believe, we hold on to strongly. And what they're talking about in this email is that essentially they are having difficulties letting go. I have mentioned previously that you might have this sensation in your forehead of something being blocked off. And you will see that the only thing that could ever make you let go of that blockage is if you choose to let go. And I've talked a lot about it before. Letting go is one of the biggest jobs we might have in this game. It needs to happen in the root of who you are, in the root of what you are experiencing. It's really a root issue. And unless you have done that, and I mean with your strongest intention on a constant basis, then it's going to be very challenging for you to efficiently overcome obstacles as you are encountering them. And we are really just talking about turning the switch. Either you have freedom and ease, or you have resistance and you need to let go. Because anything you could possibly ever hold on to is going to be unbeneficial compared to the highest frequency freedom. And you really need to let that sink in. You need to understand it. You need to know it. If you can know that, then it can be very easy for you to let go of things on the go. Of course, you make a complete decision to let go of everything, but you might still encounter things throughout your day that you still haven't let go of. And if you then deeply can know that anything that you could ever hold on to is not going to be as beneficial as letting go, because then you can actually experience freedom. And I'm going to pull up this picture again. Essentially, what I'm saying is that when you choose to let go, you have the opportunity to be yourself. Whatever you could ever hold on to, which you of course should let go to, is things that are going to exist here, in your mind. As soon as they are let go of, you're able to have freedom and to be yourself. And I really mean everything needs to go. All sorts of beliefs, even if you think it's true, even if it is true, let go of it. So let's say that you were to let go of everything. Then you would be left with just yourself. There wouldn't be any strong opinions. You wouldn't take sides. You would be free. And if you hold on to something, then you're not free. Then you have committed yourself to that thing instead of the freedom. And I mean everything. And hopefully you can understand what I mean when I say everything. There really is no reason to hold on to anything whatsoever. If you think that you have too little synergy cell energy to whatever, okay, are you going to sit there and think so? How could you think instead? What would be empowering? What would be freeing? Anything from the past is the past. This is a new day. How do things work today? What are you capable of today? So if you're having difficulties with letting go, then of course it is because you haven't let go. And what can you do about it? Whenever you let go, you're experiencing deep calm. You're very at ease, naturally happy. It feels great to let go. And the more time you can spend in that state of being, the more familiar you can be with it, the easier it's going to be to let go. Of course, you need a mindset that you are someone who have chosen to let go and who are willing to let go of everything that needs to go as you recognize it. Whenever it pops up, you have already let go. You don't need to fight with yourself about it. But also, a good way to practice, to become used at being in this calm state of being, is of course to choose to be happy, choose to not worry about things, but find a style of powerful guided self-hypnosis that you enjoy. And recently on the channel I shared the hypnosis that Ima have been making, and I don't know how they could have been any better. If you were to try those, they might really do it for you. You could be able to reach a new level of ease, and you can meditate on things that have previously been difficult for you to let go of. You might be able to reach a new level of letting go with her hypnosis. So essentially what I have said here is just to let go of everything, even the things that you think are important for you or necessary for you to even stay alive. Everything can go. Just let go. And you would benefit from finding your own way to really let go. Essentially, all you want to achieve is the flow state of being that you have when you're not holding on to anything. You can create whatever mindset or mental machine you want to get that job done. Essentially, you could imagine the flip of a switch, and when you switch it off, then you have let go. Then you can remove the cables to the other position of the switch where you would hold on. Just remove the cables, and you could think that when the switch is set on flow, then the flow will be so strong that it keeps the switch there by itself. It's just an example, but whatever works for you. When it comes to the guided hypnosis, if you look at the ones I have made, I don't think they're good at all compared to the ones Ima made. Mine are good if you want to have a deeper understanding of shadow work, pick up some techniques and mindsets. But I realize I am going through them a bit quickly. If you want to really get relaxed, which is pretty much the most beneficial thing you could do if you want to let go, then I would absolutely listen to the ones Ima have made. Preferably daily. But you see, it's all what you make of it. If you now have understood that letting go is essential, let go in the core of your being, in every aspect of what you are experiencing. Completely let go. Then you can use those hypnosises to really achieve a calm state of being, where it's going to be easier for you to become aware of exactly what you need to let go of, for example. And it's going to be easier for you to not fight the process of letting go. Yes, that's all I have for this video. If you want to send me an email with a question, then I'm happy to answer it. I might make a video about it and go a bit more in depth than I would like to do in an email. So if you have benefited from this content, kindly consider becoming a supporter. Abundance, health and prosperity to you. Thank you so much.